Please tell me that's your brother you texted him. His bed's not been slept in.
Not unusual for us, though, is it?
No, but he must have heard about the accident. We're all over the news. His phone hasn't stopped. I just want to know he's okay.
He's always okay, isn't he? Ruins everything he touches, but he's always okay. Who do you think engineered that stunt? Music at the wedding. He sat, he schemed, and he plotted. First dance, perfect. All eyes on the happy couple.
What are you talking about?
Could have just walked away. Could never handle losing.
How long have you known?
And why didn't you tell us?
How could I? He went on and on at me about it being over. How it would only hurt Pete. And I fell for it. What a mug.
Do you know where he's gone?
No. And I don't care, as long as it's away from me.
Sorry you got dragged into this, mate.
It's not my life he's destroyed, is it? Although if he'd have hung around, he'd have probably got around to it. Best thing he can do for all of us is disappear for good.
Thank you. I'll be in touch again. Thank you. I want someone to identify the body.
Do you want me to do it?
No. It has to be me.
I thought you were going to take the door off its hinges. What are you doing here?
I need to see Archie.
You know it's not my decision.
Oh, please, just for 5 minutes. I want to make sure he's all right.
He's fine. He's asleep. You don't want to wake him, do you? I'm so sorry to hear about Ruby.
Yeah, if there's anything we can do.
You can let me see my son.
It's not a good idea at the moment. Trust me, this is not the way to go about things.
He must have been scared. He must have heard the explosions.
He was out for the count. He missed the whole thing.
He'll be missing me.
I'll try and sort something out, OK? I'll call you. You do not want to lock horns with him, or you won't get within a 5-mile radius.
OK.
Well, I'd left my car there. I was walking into the village with my wife, having a bit of a barney, if you must know. We're not having the best of times. There've been tensions. So I was getting it with both barrels. We were halfway to the pub, and then the yard went up. That's the only thing I've known to shut her up mid-flow.
So you have no idea what could have caused a fire?
None whatsoever, no. Kids, maybe, mucking about. You know what? Can we do this another time? You know, I've just lost my aunt, and no one's had much sleep.
I appreciate it's not easy, but we do need to speak to you and your wife as well as possible. You'd be amazed how even a few hours can impair memory of an event.
She took a couple of sleeping tablets. I'm afraid they knocked her right out.
Well, as soon as she's able.
Yeah, and if we think of anything, we'll let you know.
I appreciate that. Sometimes it's the smallest details that help.
Why is he even here?
Well, just keep your voice down.
Smarming around like he owns the place. Why's Mum kicked him out yet?
Things are a bit complicated.
Seems pretty simple to me. He's a lying, cheating snake.
Yeah, well, he's the least of our problems right now.
I'm not an idiot. I know something weird's going on.
You might as well tell him. We're all gonna have to pull together on this.
She's not ill, is she?
We're trying to protect your mother. She did something very silly.
She set fire to my car, and there were gas canisters about. This is her fault.
It's nobody's fault. It was just a stupid accident. That's all.
I don't think we should be doing this.
People are going to want a bit of normality.
But as a mark of respect for Ruby...
We've got all this food going to waste.
No, I've got all this food going to waste. You gave up your estate when you tried to defraud the mortgage people.
Do we have to do this now? Can't we just open up for a few hours? Give people somewhere to gather. We don't need to charge them.
Well, it's not your money you're throwing down the drain. Yeah, but you're right. Probably going to go out of business anyway. So might as well go down with a bit of dignity.
Didn't think you'd be open.
How else are we going to organise a clean-up committee?
I'll get you a fresh brew and a slightly stale cake on the house.
I thought you were sleeping.
How can I?
Well, the investigator wants to speak with you.
Yeah, I heard. Kids, you reckon? Mucking around.
Well, what did you want me to say? Did you want me to drop you right in it? I thought it was best if we stick as close to the truth as possible.
If only I had your experience.
Well, Adam's going to back up our story if that's what you're worried about.
He's not going to lie to the police. Why should he?
Well, I saved his life for a start. I mean, the state he was in, we don't even know what he remembers.
Everything smells burny.
I know, love.
What happened?
Oh, I don't know. Not really, not yet.
Dan, I've told her that there was a massive explosion and that Debbie's wedding copter crashed into the village. That about sums it up, I guess.
But how? Helicopters don't just crash. Is everyone all right?
That's what the police and that are trying to find out now.
Was it a bomb?
No, love.
It was a horrible accident.
Is everyone okay? Dad!
Ruby was in the village hall and the helicopter crashed and she got hurt really badly.
Where is she? Is she at the hospital?
She didn't make it. We couldn't help her. She died, sweetheart.
We've had the all clear from the fire service, but anything cordoned off is out of bounds, obviously.
If they're making inquiries, they believe someone must have done it.
Surely not. Well, we need a plan of action, otherwise it's going to be bedlam.
Ruby Haswell used to work here, didn't she? I'm Kat Hart from Hot and Courier. They've asked me to cover the story.
I need to see Diane, but I don't want to leave April. Well, we can take her if you want, if it helps. Pearl's back and she's looking for someone to mollycoddle. Might even give Leo a break. Don't ask. Back to back, this little pig is just too much for anyone. Well, maybe later. Diane will have a queue of people wanting to show support. I don't want to crowd her, you know. Yeah, all right then. Well, give us a shout if you need granny cover. See ya. Cheers, Paddy. You okay?
Are you going to try to kiss Diane better?
Well, I might give her a big hug if she's lucky, yeah.
You kissed Rona.
Yeah, but it wasn't like that.
You're not supposed to kiss other people's mummies.
No,
How you doing?
Yeah, would have been a lot worse if you hadn't dragged me out of the car.
Oh, so you do remember that then? Thought maybe you were a bit too out of it to know what was going on.
No, I mean, it was all a bit sketchy. I remember you dragging me out and loads of smoke and stuff, but...
Oh, nothing before that.
Why?
Well, no reason. I was just wondering what he's told the police.
What do you want him to tell the police? Robert, what have you done?
Nothing.
Right, fine. I'll go ask Chrissy, because I know you were arguing.
Was it even that bladdered?
Chrissy lost the plot. She set fire to my car. Are those gas canisters up there at the scrapyard? You can't tell anyone. Swear to me, you won't breathe a word.
So I've been going on my mind worrying that it was my fault because I couldn't remember. And Chris is to blame.
No one's to blame. Okay, it was a stupid, senseless accident.
What am I supposed to tell Diane?
Nothing. What good's it going to do?
You might as well have these. Sugar's supposed to be good for shock.
Here.
Oh, no, honestly. We're doing a stock clearing.
Or just shove it towards the clear-up fund or something. I mean, it's the least I could do.
Thank you.
Oh, she was more than just an employee. She was a friend. Kind of a surrogate daughter.
She was so young. It's an absolute tragedy.
Well, they say, don't they? They say that he always takes the good ones first. And Ruby was a lovely girl. She'd do anything for anybody.
If you don't come down soon, it'll be cold. No one likes cold baked beans. You never see a baked bean ice cream, do you? I don't think the pallets at the Woolpack are ready for that taste sensation. Hey, Luke, I know it's confusing, but it didn't mean anything. Daddy was just upset and Ron was trying to cheer him up.
By kissing you?
By being kind. She probably felt sorry for me.
Because you're so unhappy?
No, because... Well, yeah. Well, no, I'm not unhappy. You know, because I've got you and Leo and lots of great things in my life.
Won't Paddy mind you kissing Rona?
I'm sure he'd be fine with it. We're best friends. Anyway, it's not likely to come up in conversation, is it? Is it?
I doubt anyone's going to expect you to be open today.
No one's going to think any the less of you.
I will. I'll think less of me. Besides, I'm better off keeping busy, and people are going to want somewhere to congregate.
Didn't even look like her. Never been so quiet.
Do you want something to drink?
Come on, let's get you sat down.
How was it?
Well, he didn't do a flirt, if that's what you mean.
David.
I just can't believe he was going to disappear.
Well, people do desperate things when they love each other.
Yeah? I love you, but I'd never do that to JK.
They were scared, OK? Val could have gone to prison for a really long time. They're not exactly in their prime, are they?
I know. I know, and I hate myself for being so upset about it. I just can't let it drop.
We don't even know if they'd have gone through with it. And it's OK to be angry, but does it really matter in the grand scheme of things? I mean, he is your dad, and he's still here. You should treasure him.
Hiya. Just thought I'd come round, see how everybody's doing.
Dan's just going to drive Amelia to Liverpool. She wants to be with her mum.
Well, will you send Ali our love? Tell her that we're all thinking of her.
Of course, yeah.
When you're back, we're getting a bit of a clean-up crew together, and I'm looking for recruits now. I know you're a dab hand with a broom, so...
Not the only thing I am good for.
We've had a journalist in asking about Ruby and Val. Just a scrap of a kid, really, but she seemed nice enough. And I think I might have gone on a bit, you know, got a bit carried away with myself, but I didn't say anything that wasn't true.
Right. OK, well, best get this one over to her mum's. Leave you to it, yeah?
Don't think you can just come and go as you please. This isn't your home anymore.
I've spoken to Adam. He's not going to say anything.
What?
He doesn't want any trouble.
I suppose I should be relieved.
None of this changes what you did.
Yeah, well, I'm trying to put things right.
Well then, hey, Do us all a favour and get out.
Yeah, I just need to be left alone.
So, April said something weird earlier. She... can't believe I'm having to say this, really. She was asking why me and Rona kissed yesterday.
You are?
No, it was nothing. Look, I was upset, and she was just trying to make me feel better. And there was nothing in it. April got the wrong end of the stick.
Right.
Well, I just didn't want you to think any funny business was going on.
Look, Marlon, I know you're having a hard time at the moment. Do you think you can keep your mitts off? Right.
You know me, hostage to my emotions, aren't I? We're okay, aren't we?
Of course we're all right, yeah. As long as you don't make a habit of it. Didn't do things by halves, did she?
'Gone too soon. Val was in our house.
We're having a few drinks next door in honour of Val and Ruby. Everybody's welcome, so if you want to tell people.
All right.
I don't know what I am.
Listen, we're having a bit of a do at the Woolly.
I can't. I don't think I should.
Chrissy, you've done nothing wrong. You're better off without him. He hurts everybody, does Robert. He can't help himself.
You said you were going to sort it.
Yeah, and I'm trying. I had Archie in the car ready to drive him to you, but then Jay came home early and insisted on coming to the park with us. I know it's hard, but you've got to stay strong.
Well, if our Val was here, she'd be pleased with the turnout. She was a hell of a handful, as some of us know better than others. But we wouldn't have had it any other way. I know we're all trying to come to terms with what's happened, and maybe we never will. I don't know what I'm going to do without her.
Does anybody else want to say a few words? Rachel?
I don't think I can.
It's not compulsory.
I need to say something.
Chrissy, don't.
It was all my fault. I set fire to Robert's car to punish him for having an affair. And, we tried to put it out. But there was a gas canister and there was an explosion and, that's what brought the helicopter down.
What on earth did you think you would do?
She's not in her right mind. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean for any of this to happen. And, I'm not here to ask your forgiveness. I just wanted to tell you before I go to the police. So
Get out!
Come on, Chrissy, let's just go.
I'm so sorry.
How's he been?
Yeah, good as gold. Blissfully ignorant of all the chaos, thankfully.
Where's Mum?
She's upstairs putting clean sheets on. Ross is bad. I asked her to give us 5 minutes. We don't think Ross is coming back. Finn had a set-to with him. Ross told him about Debbie. He's been in bits wanting to tell you. Don't go kicking off at him. He was in an impossible situation. Ross said it was a one-off, that it was, that it was over. Finn was trying to protect you.
Well, I don't need protecting. I just need everyone to stop lying to me.
Yeah, and that is why I'm telling you straight. You need to move on from this. You need to put this behind you.
Well, that's easy said than done.
Yeah. But if you don't, it's going to eat you up.
Dubai's the next destination for the travel guides tonight at 9, but here's what's next.
I can't stand it anymore. You don't know what I've done. What are you talking about?